back to Emotional Mojo. Our next guest is a nationally recognized expert on modern manners, prize-winning author, and New York Times contributor. Welcome, Stephen Petrow. Stephen, welcome.
Hey, glad to be with you today.
We're glad to have you. Now listen, we're interviewing you because you've got an amazing story. It's a recent piece you just wrote for the New York Times. And you took this quiz on a website. It's called deathclock.com, which basically you enter a quick, answer some questions on a survey, and it calculates your time left on Earth in seconds. Tell us that story. What did you discover, and what did it move you to do?
Well, I was, kind of just playing around with the computer one night about a month and a half ago and going from website to website, and then I wound up on deathclock.com and asked about 5 questions: how old you are, your weight, your height, a little bit more, and then it spits out the number of seconds that you have left to live.
And what did you have left? How many years?
Well, in seconds, it was 563 million, which is 18 years.
Ooh, that's not long.
So long, and I go, I'm 55. I was 55 then, and I go, that's like only going to take me to 70-something. That's short. And, because I don't believe everything on the internet, I wrote an email to my doctor, and I said, hey, what's my life expectancy? And he said, you have about 16 to 19 years. And I was like,
oh. So the story here, though, is what you did with that information. Let's jump to that.
Yes, and let me just say one quick thing. When this story first appeared on the New York Times site, a lot of people went over to the death clock and did the calculation themselves, and they broke it by having so many people there. So people are rushing over today. Don't take for 100% sure what it says.
Okay.
So what happened then was I was like, okay, we all have a finite period of time, and what do I want to do with my life? I've been enjoying what I've been doing for the most part, but I've never followed my passion. And so I said, you know what? It's time to do that. 563 million seconds and counting, and I quit my job. And it wasn't like it was just a totally crazy thing, although a lot of people thought I was crazy. I'd been planning, I'd been thinking about this, I had been stockpiling money, I had talked to my partner, but it just was suddenly the right thing to do. And I guess my fear of not having a full engaged life now really kind of overwhelmed my other fears of, will I have enough money, this, that, and the other thing.
Well, it's amazing how that kind of motivation can push you to actually, knowing you when you're going to die, could push you to live.
Exactly. And I have to say, at the same time that I was writing this, a really good friend of mine, who's exactly my same age, Jacqueline Zinn, very healthy, mother of 4, wife, had been diagnosed with brain cancer, and she died within 17 months. And that was really kind of, the same kind of clarion call to live my best life. And I've seen from the comments on the New York Times site just what a nerve this has struck for people. They've said, time is short.
Yep.
Steve, this is Patrick, and it's very interesting because what you're telling us right now was an answer to a problem solver of someone that wrote into us to say, I'm thinking about changing my life because what I'm doing right now I don't enjoy. So this was almost like a wake-up call to you. What is the one biggest thing you did that you're so grateful or you're so glad you did now?
I would say, probably in the preparation was, putting aside some money so that I have, I don't have to worry so much about that right now. But secondarily, really listening to my gut, listening to my voice, and being able to act on this. I mean,
so you had to hush the voice of fear, that little inner chatterbox that says you can't do it, things will go wrong, etc.
Oh, hush the voice of fear, and had to hush a lot of my friends. They're like, you're nuts. What's going to happen? What about your retirement? And those are all fair questions. I don't have kids. I'm not putting them through college, so that's a consideration. But I think the Uber message is you don't necessarily have to quit your job to live your best life, but you have to make a commitment to do that, however it is that you can do that in your life.
Stephen, thank you so much. Certainly inspirational, and we wish you the best. Thank you.